In today's video, I want to share with you three major opportunities that I see within the next 3 to 5 years that you could take full advantage of if you want the biggest bang for your buck as an investor. Now, if you're a real estate investor and a business entrepreneur, then this is just going to be exponential growth opportunities for you. But there are three major opportunities that I see, and I have positioned my company and a lot of the investors and entrepreneurs that I personally work with as a consultant. I've helped position them and their organizations to participate in these three major opportunities as well. So the first major opportunity I see is in the single family distressed market. Now, this would be considered foreclosures or pre-foreclosures. Of course, this would be considered properties that have major tax liens or defaults. It could be REOs. These are properties that have already been foreclosed on, and now they're owned by the bank. The REO market is increasing tremendously, as well as fixer-uppers. This could just be a property that someone owns that they just cannot afford to fix up, especially older homes that are 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. Think about it. A home today, just a single family home today that was built in 1984, that home is 40 years old. Think about the wear and tear on that property. So there are some major opportunities for the single family, and I'm using this keyword, distressed market. Now, if you have a dual approach or a both end approach for these types of single family properties, you're definitely going to see an explosion in your company revenue and in your portfolio, and most likely in your credibility. So what do I mean by this dual approach or this both end approach? Well, as the buyer of these distressed properties, you're actually helping homeowners who are in distress. You're also helping to maintain the integrity of the community and of the comparables in that market. So for example, if there's a distressed property, whether it's a fixer-upper or whether it's a financial distress like a foreclosure or a bank-owned property, more than likely that property could be sitting empty in that community. Once it sells back to the bank or once it goes into foreclosure, the comps are going to go down, meaning that the home values of the neighbors will be compromised. So for you as an investor to participate in this particular market, you're preserving the integrity of the comparative values in that market. You're increasing the value of that community. And more importantly, you're helping the homeowner who may be in a very distressed situation. So that's on the front end as the buyer, as the acquirer of that property. Well, on the back end, as the seller, in terms of your exit strategy, you may very well be the one to help combat the affordable housing issues that we have, whether it's with a rent-to-own type program, a lease-to-own program, where your tenant buyer will have a runway to actually prepare themselves to purchase that home. And a lot of the single family homes that are in distress, they're going to fit that median household income range. So they may be somewhere around $250 to $350 that you're able to work with the homeowner. Maybe you already have some lender that you're working with. So just an amazing opportunity. And we're definitely approaching this that way from both ends. As the buyers of the property, we want to help homeowners, we want to help the community. As sellers, or in terms of our disposition as owners, we want to help combat the affordable housing issue. The second major opportunity, in my estimation, is commercial. Now, of course, we have so many different asset classes in commercial, but I'm more so specifically speaking to office spaces and or plazas that are either empty or they are just underperforming. I'm in Metro Atlanta, and I can drive in any part of the town, north, south, east, west, and I will see at least a handful of plazas that are either empty or underperforming. I live, and my main headquarters is in the Buckhead community of Atlanta. And guess what? There are a lot of high-rise buildings here and very opulent buildings, to say the least, that are still, they're not empty, but they're still underperforming. Statistics are showing that the average office building, which we have many of them here in Metro Atlanta and many metropolitan areas around the nation, statistics are showing that many of them are underperforming and may have a vacancy of 30 or more percent. So that means 70% of the building is being occupied or less. That's an underperforming asset, especially plazas. Well, how is this a major opportunity for an investor? Well, it could be an opportunity for you because you may be able to acquire it at a deep discount. There may be some assumable loans. Maybe there's no assumable loans, but maybe you and a pool of investors can come together and acquire that building and strategically reposition that building. That's something that my company and our group of investors are looking at doing. We're looking at acquiring commercial properties, specific ones in specific areas, and we want to strategically reposition them so that they can overperform. And again, you're providing employment, you're probably providing office space and certain housing opportunities for businesses that are local. You're increasing the value of that local community, and you're stimulating the economy. So that's a big, big deal. Now, the third major opportunity that I see is in the small business, or as I like to say, the sunsetting businesses. So these are businesses that are owned by baby boomers. Baby boomers make up the age range between 60 to 78 years old. So there are statistics that show right now that there's about 4 million baby boomers retiring every year. So that means they're either leaving the workforce as W-2 employees or they're leaving the marketplace as small business owners. The problem with this is they're not always able to sell their businesses. 30 to 40% of the businesses that are put up for sale by brokers don't sell. Most businesses, they sit on the open market through brokers and they don't sell. At least 30 to 40% of them don't. And then the other 70% of businesses that probably don't even make it to brokers because they don't have the EBITDA or they just don't have enough discretionary income that will satisfy a new owner to buy it. So therefore, these businesses are categorically distressed, and the owners who are 60 to 78 years old, they are distressed. So how is this a major opportunity for you? Well, this would be an opportunity for you as an investor or a business owner to buy your growth as opposed to having to continue to build your growth, because these businesses may be bolted onto your existing business. There may be certain assets that these businesses have that bring value to your current business, where you're able to scale and create symbiotic flows between your business and another business or two or three that you might buy, bolt on, and bring together. But it also helps the family that owns the business because it preserves their legacy. I'm having conversations with people every day that are in distress as homeowners, that are in distress as plaza owners and office building owners, and that are in distress as business owners. And we underwrite these types of potential deals all the time. And based on what we see every day as an active asset management company, as an active acquisition company, here's what I see. The distress market of single-family properties, it is increasing double digits every quarter. At least it has for the last couple of years. The commercial market, we already know, has been getting hit left and right, and we hadn't even seen what it's going to look like going into 25, 26, and 27. And businesses, they're failing, not just the typical business failures, but the businesses that have been open for decades are failing, and many of them just close because they cannot find a buyer. So again, does it take a lot of work? Yes, it takes a lot of work, but you still have to choose your hard. Not having enough is hard. Having too much can be hard, but you have to choose your hard. And I think a part of mitigating the stress, not eliminating, but mitigating the stress that comes with taking this type of approach to be a part of the major opportunities in the next 3 to 5 years is, number one, getting educated, surrounding yourself with people who know what they're doing and who can assist you to not just give you education and information, but to give you support, to help you in your confidence and courage to be able to make a move when you find the opportunity or when the opportunity presents itself. So if there's anything my team and I can do to help you along the way, we have an investors group. Of course, we have courses, we have educational content, we have mentorship, we have weekly coaching calls, and we have regular meetups, we have workshops. So all of the educational mentorship components we have, but more importantly, we have a group of investors, people who not only want to make profits, but people who want to fulfill a God-given purpose. And we would love to have you a part of that group, a part of our community. There's a link in the description. Feel free to click it, join our investors group, join our community, and let us help you take your business, your life, your finances, and your legacy to the next level. I'll see you in the next video.